YouTube, Rook here from Rook Geek, and this is my little channel on the interweb for all things geeky and cool. And welcome to part one of my three-part series about these guys, Mixels. We're going to do a review of these things called Mixels. Basically, it's a Lego-based product based on a property that came out from Cartoon Network from 2014 to 2016. So it's an animated show. I think that it had to tie in with Teen Titans Go, I believe, and then it spun off to make its own set of episodes. So I think that's kind of how it worked. I haven't seen any of the actual episodes yet, but I did a little research about it. That's what I came across for. I actually picked up 3 of these guys. Basically, it's a set of 3 in this green wave here from Series 3. And what's kind of cool about these Mixel guys are they're very small builds. I say between 60 and 80 pieces, each one of them. That should take me along to build. I'm thinking maybe 15 to 30 minutes for each one. I haven't put this one together yet, so it's basically trial by fire to see how long these things take me to build. But what's really cool about these guys is that you could take all 3 of those guys and merge them into a bigger type of creature. Think of Transformers combiners. That's basically what they turn into. They turn into, take smaller guys and merge it into a bigger guy. So what we're going to do is we'll go into a breakdown segment. We'll look at the packaging here. We'll look at the paint on it. We'll look at articulation, and then we'll come back with a final thoughts for you, the viewer, should you buy these Mixel guys. Stay tuned, guys. We're going to breakdown. Okay, guys, we're in our breakdown segment looking at Series 3 Mixels Glomp figure. Now again, this is part 1 of 3 videos that are going to be shot, with the last video is going to be the combination mode. So the very first thing we always do is look at the packaging. Again, it is sponsored by Cartoon Network. It was a cartoon that came out in 2014, ran until 2016, as we talked about at the beginning of the video. Very simple packaging here. If you notice, it says ages 6 and up, and there's 64 pieces to complete this build. It's basically a pouch. So if we spin it around, it showcases all the figures that are available in the Series 3 wave, and there's 3 sets of 3. We're looking at the green set over here. Now if you come over here, you'll see Glomp figure kind of highlighted over here. You have, I think the guy's name is Gert at the bottom, which is kind of like a little dinosaur, and you have Torts over here, maybe like a big crab. The Glomp figure is basically the tallest of the 3 figures. So packaging aside, let's actually look at the booklet. Very simple booklet, very, very nice build. I like the instructions on this particular build. It took me approximately 10 minutes to put the figure together. Very easy build, very simple to put together. When you get completed with it, I'll kind of flip to the end here, there's only 16 steps to actually finish the build. When you complete the actual figure, you get Glomp. Now he stands about, I would say, maybe 2.5, 3 inches in height. He's yellow, like a bright yellow with green and black trim, white feet, the big white eyeball that you would see here, and some kind of translucent parts we'll talk about in a second here. Now if you look in the front, he has these kind of tendrils that come off his face. These are kind of like snakes, it looks like to me, which is what they look, yeah, they're snakes actually. And again, mentioned the big eyeball. He has kind of green trim that's high, like translucent across his back, as you can see here, across his top. And I really like how this figure looks. If we look at articulation like we normally look at, the arms go up and down on swivels, and they have interposability of the fingers. You can move them independently of one another, as you see me doing here. So you I'll kind of take this hand, so you can move the fingers in any way you want as far as articulation goes. I like how you can bend them in any position you would like, independently of one another, so you're not dependent upon one full joint moving the entire piece. Now if we go to the legs, I really like how the legs look on this, guys. So I'll kind of put it here. These are all ball joint pieces. So for the leg assembly itself, you have movement here, swivel, you can turn it 360, you have basically hinges, because it is a ball joint, so you can pose these legs in any number of positions that you possibly want. You can get them into very dynamic little stances. I really surprised the hell out of me the amount of detail and articulation in this small little Lego figure. I mean, the legs have so much posability. You can really get something really dynamic and really action, like a really nice action pose. I mean, without doing a whole lot of effort. I mean, you can do really cool things, and I like that. I like how this figure really surprised me going into this little figure. I didn't think it would have this much detail and posability. I highly recommend this figure. I cannot wait to crack open bag 2 and bag 3 to put the ultimate version together. And if you want to know the ultimate version, just so you guys know ahead of time, I'll kind of show you a little picture here. It's Glomp Corp Max. That's what this guy is right here. When you put the entire set of all three of these figures together, it turns into this guy here. I do like that type of Transformer combiner aspect. I really like that. I think that's very, very cool. With that being said, guys, let's actually go to final thoughts and wrap up this video. Okay guys, final thoughts on my part 1 of 3 parts of this series for the Mixels reviews. This is the Glomp figure, which we talked about in the beginning, and I really, really like these little guys. There's a huge amount of detail and a huge amount of personality, really, on these little figures. I mean, they only stand about maybe 3 inches tall, but they're super, super cool. Super amount of articulation. Nice little clear parts on it as well. I mean, the price point is dead on the money. It's only about $5, and you have only 16 steps to put it through with 67 pieces in this Glomp series here. I can't wait to actually merge this all together to make that big cool creature at the end of this whole video process. I think it'll be really, really cool on the last video. I highly recommend this. I like this figure. It definitely scratches that itch to build something relatively quick and really, really fun. I hope you liked part 1 here. Remember to click that big subscribe button you see at the bottom of the page. It always helps the channel out immensely. We're still chasing my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Again, that's going to be for the Black Series Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker lightsaber. You can click the videos you see on the sides here to watch more of my videos. Take care, guys, and bye-bye.